topic that is pertinent to certainly the areas that we're discussing. I try to keep many of them current, certainly on point. I like to leave them open-ended, so to speak. And again, I just one of my ex-students last night actually called me and just said how powerful one of the discussion topics that we had has been for him, carrying into his professional life. And that's really it in a nutshell. It's a topic, like I said, I usually broad-based, something general. I'll jump ahead a little bit. When the students respond, I want them to give their opinion, but I want it to be an informed opinion. I don't want them to think they're on talk radio, just shooting from the hip, so to speak. So as you'll see in my rubrics, I do want them to provide some information from outside resources, scholarly publications, journals, etc., to add not only more knowledge base to the response and to the classmates, but to give the classmates many more resources that they may not know of on the subject that we are discussing.
What type of instructions do you give them to make it a little more useful and meaningful?
Well, I do have parameters. If you look in my rubric, I do give them a word minimum. I'm not big necessarily on word minimums, but it's more of a template, a guide for them to let them know we want some content other than I just agree or disagree. And like I said, I want them to provide citations from outside resources to back their opinions and their discussion, and to add more content, knowledge. When I've gotten my course evaluations, the feedback on Kritik has been very good. I always say this when I enter a class, whether it's undergrad class or graduate class, online, every one of those students knows something that I don't know. They know something that the person next to them doesn't know, and they all know something that I don't know. So to share perspectives, to share knowledge, and to share some research that they've done on their own on the topic is powerful, and the ability to assess it only enhances, like you say, their critical learning skills, their content knowledge, their ability to take that information and use it practically. It is a real higher level of reasoning, which I enjoy, and I appreciate. And then you talk about the soft skills, yeah, that's crucial. And especially in an online course, you don't have the interaction necessarily in the classroom. But what I found with these discussion board forums that we have on Kritik and with the rubric and parameters put forth, it may not be a face-to-face type discussion, but I think it's much deeper than you get in a classroom many times, because the students are more prepared, have more time to spend on preparing what their response is going to be to the topic or the discussion question.